What's up, vloggers? Grand Dum Dum coming back at you again. The BellLife Vlogs. Got a .com member between us.
The .com member.
So the deal is we got 4 minutes to explain what's going on here. I don't know what the easiest way to explain this is.
The phone rings, you just had time to hold on.
So I don't know how long ago he sent us this. How long do you think ago?
Forever.
That was, Amy.
Years.
So Danny Potter, his name's Danny Potter. He's a Kentucky boy and really strong accent. I talked to him on the phone yesterday, but he sent us this in Bell Mail a while ago. And something else. I can't remember what it was though, but he sent me a message on Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
How in the world did you read that?
Well, I saw it like a week later after he sent it, and I'm like, I better respond to that. So I responded.
Man, I don't have very often.
Then we talked yesterday, and he said, when would you all be available? And I asked Trey, and said, well, we can do Tuesday at 6. So the vlog's probably going to go up a little late tonight, obviously. You already know that by this.
The vlog goes up 7:30, don't it?
Well, I don't know if it's going to go up at 7:30 because this is the vlog.
Well, no, but it shouldn't take that long to.
If it's an hour-long video, it might take a minute.
I'll download it.
Mm-hmm. So, his name's Danny Potter. I got all the links, so just click on the description below. I'm going to put all his links where this podcast is going to be at. Pandora, iHeartRadio.
Did you even tell them that's what we're doing?
Google Podcast. Yeah, it's in the title. The BellLife's got their own podcast now.
Oh.
It's not our own podcast, but...
I know, but
Obviously.
did you tell them we were doing a podcast? I don't think you said that in the beginning there, but I guess the title will say
Well, that's what I'm getting. Stitcher, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Facebook page, Castbox. It's all over the place. And all the links I'll put down in the description below where you can find this. I don't know when it's going to be aired or if it's live. I don't know how these podcasts work. Do you?
Some were live.
We went on one, how many years ago?
A long time.
6 years ago?
Long
Remember when we
time.
went up there and did that? 6 years ago, but it's been a long time since we've done it. So this is literally, technically our second podcast, right?
Technically.
So
Technically.
it's 5:58 right now. He's supposed to call exactly at 6, and
Exactly at 6.
exactly at 6, he said. So I guess he's going to call us and ask questions and however podcasts go, right?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever even listened to a podcast.
A lot of people do. He said his name of his podcast, I think it's called
What's Up World or something?
yeah, What's Up World. I think that's what it's called.
I guess I need to start listening then, huh?
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Hey, you can listen at all these different places, I guess. I don't really listen to... I watch YouTube videos and TikTok and what else? YouTube videos and TikTok, that's about it. I think that's all I watch. And then we've been watching Below Deck on Peacock.
You watch Netflix and everything else. What are you talking about? You watch
I know, I'm
Netflix.
against Netflix. I don't like it. Everything they put on there is crap. You know what I mean? They took The Office off. Didn't they take The Office off? And they took the Doctor Show off House. They took House off. House is a really good... You ever seen that show?
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Some of it, I mean. I
It's
can't
probably
get
on another
into
network.
The Office though at all. That does nothing for me. It's so stupid. It's almost retarded. But people like it.
Technically, I guess The Office humor is just like, what's that word? Napoleon Dynamite. It would be about the same type of humor. My guess would be. But
No, I like Napoleon Dynamite.
I don't know. That's what's weird. I can't believe you don't like. It's the same type of humor. It's like dry.
I watched a few of them. I watched probably 7 or 8, and I just never.
Oh, you have to watch at least through the first season. Then after that,
Uh-oh. It's 6. He's supposed to call exactly at 6, he said.
Well, he should be
he's
calling
missed
it.
it.
He said, how do we operate there? What does he want us to do? And I'm like, literally, I just turned the camera on and pressed record. And he's like, well, how are you all going to do your intro and all that? I'm like, just the camera's on, recording, and then we'll answer the phone, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably getting all his stuff straightened out and ready to go.
He's got a room set up. We've been friends on Facebook. You're friends with Facebook on, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he said he's been watching a long time, and it's been a long time. And then I saw him set up this podcast thing on his Facebook, but I don't know how long he's been doing it or anything, so.
We can ask him that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a podcast for him.
There he is. Danny Potter. Got him in there at home.
There he is, Justin.
Hello.
Hey, this is Justin.
Yep, this is him.
Justin, this is Danny and Beefy of What's Up World. How's it going, fellas?
Good, everybody. It's me and Trey and Amy's here.
Oh, how you doing, Amy? I didn't know Amy was going to be there. That's awesome. Huh? How you
Good.
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Want to thank y'all for being on the podcast with us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. And what's up, Danny? Trey here.
Hey, Trey.
What's up, buddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the BellLife. These guys are famous YouTubers. They've got 3 channels, a website. They're on Facebook. If y'all want to, Trey, Justin, tell us all about y'all's channels and just go right into it. I'm excited to hear it.
Well, go ahead, Justin.
Gosh, I don't know. You got a couple days? Or how long you got?
We got plenty of time. As long as you guys want to talk.
The short.
I do have a question. Tell us what, like when you got started in YouTube. Like I know it was years ago, but for everybody listening, what year did y'all get started in YouTube? What made you want to be on YouTube?
Well, part of the question is
2015 is when we started.
Yeah, the channel, the original BellLife channel on YouTube was started in 2015, but our first upload was in like January of 2016, and that video is actually still not up. We had to take it down because my work van was in it, and I can't even remember what the second video is. Do you remember what the second video was?
No, I have no idea. There's been it all runs together at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was in 2016 was the first upload.
And I didn't even know what YouTube.
Was?
Yeah, 2016 was the first upload on YouTube. We started in 2015. The later year, November, December of 2015, and then we didn't upload the first time until YouTube until 2016, January, February.
Yep, I think that's what it was. We were still. I think it was created the week of Christmas because you got to have a Google account, and then which that email address has since been banned from Google. But that's a whole nother story. But we uploaded the first video the week after Christmas.
Hi guys, this is Jason. I've got a question also.
Okay.
I know that a lot of people make a pretty good living doing YouTube, and I've often thought, about just quitting honestly, I've thought about quitting my job and really going into it, but I'm kind of lazy, man. I'm kind of lazy, and I know some people that actually do make pretty good money, on YouTube. Yeah. And they were telling me like that it is literally a full-time job, almost 20 hours a day, like editing videos and doing this, that, and the other. Can you explain to me, like the process of just doing one video? Like, I'm sure you guys have got one video that's had the most views, that you've made the most, the most on. Can you explain, maybe to our listeners, how that came about, how long it took you to do that one video that has been the most popular video for you guys?
It took about 10 minutes. Yeah, believe it or not, that's the people. I'm sorry I'm talking so much or whatever, but that's what sets us apart from everybody else on YouTube. Is there is no planning with our channel. I mean, there may be a little bit of planning, like, hey, what are we going to do tomorrow? And then like, oh, it'd be a good idea to throw lemons at each other, and we pick the lemons up and throw them at each other. That particular video you're talking about was the bullwhip versus Trey. I hit Trey with the bullwhip behind his garage.
That was such a... I've seen that one. You guys, listen. I don't know how you guys don't have scar tissue on top of just multiple layers of scar tissue. You guys you guys are wild, and I love it, man. I think it's great.
Well, thank you.
But 10 minutes with no editing.
Yeah,
just go in here and knock the crap out of each other. Dude.
I love it. That's exactly what it is. I mean, the planning goes to, whatever.
Sometimes we have to edit if I say something that I shouldn't say on video, which I do a lot. She has to cut that out.
I make it easy on myself though, as he says it.
I love it when you jump all over Trey. Like, you big woods? Come
jump
on,
all
man.
over it, Justin. Yeah.
You jump all over Justin.
Yeah, right.
It's not a person. We call each other a woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's y'all. That's what makes us a little bit different than actually 100% of the YouTubers. A lot of our style has kind kind of bled into YouTube on other channels just from people watching us, and they want to do it on their set, which is fine. But there's just no planning, and that's a main reason why our channel actually got deleted. There's no planning, and it's 100% real. And YouTube doesn't like that. Doesn't like that it's real. We have scars all over our bodies to prove from it, but. That's what's cool about our thing is there's no editing, and that's why sometimes some videos suck and then some videos are better than others, and because there is no planning.
Right, yeah. That's one thing I will say about Trey, Justin, everybody involved, Amy, is that they don't doctor their videos. They really don't. I mean, from what you see is actually what you get.
Yeah.
From the time they hit the record button to the time they hit the record button again, there's no editing, there's no doctoring of the videos. When you see Justin or Trey getting hit full blast with a gas-powered weed eater, I saw that one too. It's really, I can't imagine something like that. I can't even begin to imagine how bad that hurts. And the devotion that these guys have to this YouTube channel to put their bodies, to sacrifice their bodies, is huge. And you guys are brothers, correct?
Yep, correct.
What's the age difference, you guys?
So what, 16 years?
Yeah, he's 50 and I'm 34.
Justin's the oldest, right?
No.
Youngest.
I'm the oldest.
He's got 16. He's got 16 years, and from some of the videos that I've seen, he has taken that out. He's got 16 years of pre-planning that he's thought up in his head about what am I going to do with my little brother.
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, most of the ideas are Justin's idea. I mean, I have some ideas that I come up with, but most of the stupid stuff is his idea, and I just kind of follow suit because I'm an idiot. You know what I mean?
You're trying a lot of videos.
I'm muting a little bit. It's delayed because they're Bluetooth.
We're so stupid for doing this. It's hilarious.
Right.
I've got to ask this question. I talk. If you guys have ever listened to our podcast, I've got a big mouth, and my mouth's always going.
So same here.
I have to ask this question. Tell me about, were you guys on little motorcycles? Or what was
The Walmart?
that when you guys got in trouble with cops? We got to hear of the Walmart. Yeah, I want you to tell that because some of our listeners, we're so far behind here in Little Jackson County. Most people have like 5G now. We've made it to B. We're like on 2B. I'm kidding, by the way. But I want you to tell that because a lot of our listeners probably have never even seen the BellLife on YouTube. And this is a great opportunity for them to, because everybody used to watch Jackass on MTV.
Yeah.
But this is our own homegrown version of this.
Yeah.
And tell us about the time when you guys went to, I think it was Walmart, and got on those little motorcycles and got in trouble.
Well, actually, first, the original BellLife, just if everybody who's listening, is actually gone. It's actually on our website now, which is TheBellLife.com.
Yeah.
So our channel got deleted 2 years ago, and we'll go over that, I'm sure. But so all of our content from our original video from 2016 all the way to now is on our website, TheBellLife.com. But no, the Walmart story was we were trying to find our niche.
No, we weren't trying to find our niche. He's an idiot. We had 3,000 subscribers. And Numbnuts says we need to do something crazy.
No. Hey, we were headed to the lake. Me and Amy, and I can't remember, obviously the kids were headed to the lake, and me and Trey were talking on the phone, headed down there, and he's like, I remember the conversation. He's like, what can we do to make the channel grow a little faster? Because when you first start a YouTube channel, and you're, just normal people, just like we are, it's constant. You're constantly trying to think, what can I do to get more views, and what can I do to get my channel to grow faster? And Trey said that, what can we do to, grow a little bit faster? And I'm thinking, well, we need to do something crazy. Yeah.
Go to jail. That's exactly what he should have said. Let's just go to jail and then film it live. You know what I mean? That's neat. That's neat.
Well, Danny, that's where we found out that a lot of the stuff you see on YouTube is definitely not real, because we did that, and it had been actually not done the way that we had done it before, but there was one other person that had done it. He was dressed up in a gorilla costume.
Yeah, but he never said who he was.
Yeah. Yeah, he never said. He was dressed up in a gorilla costume, and he went into Walmart by the registers and grabbed a thing of bananas and rode out on I think it was a pit bike, but
somebody else posted. He didn't post it live. That's what,
Yeah, and then of course we do it and freaking go to jail and cost thousands and thousands of dollars and couldn't upload to YouTube for how long? Over a year?
It was a minute.
Yeah, over a year, 150 hours community service, and and we still got misdemeanors on our records.
Yeah. And in my defense, I stood right here in this kitchen. and said,
That video. It's available to watch now. Yeah, it's on TheBellLife.com.
Yeah. I stood right here in this kitchen and said, this is probably a bad idea. We shouldn't do it. And they all called me a pussy. And I said, okay, let's go do it then.
Yeah. When somebody when they jerk out I'm gonna pull your manhood card.
That's right.
The man's gotta step up.
Let's get it done then. That's fine. I ain't scared. I'm just telling you, we're gonna get in trouble. I know we're gonna get in trouble for this one. So
that's when you know that you're smart enough to know better, but you're also old enough to not care.
amen.
So Danny, what you said before, you said, a lot of planning goes into videos. So the bullwhip video took us 10 minutes. That video took us about 9 hours.
Yeah.
And to this day,
Wow.
believe it or not, that's the worst video we've ever uploaded on the channel.
That's because we didn't get we didn't get to put it up when we needed to put it up.
Well, what I'm getting at is the more you plan and the more you try. For us, what's worked out is there's no planning and no trying. It normally seems to do better, but.
You ever heard that Kid Rock song where he says? You ever heard that Kid Rock song where he says he just?
Has definitely helped you guys.
Yeah.
Like you just said, you haven't planned. You just been spontaneous, and to me, that's being the most real that a man can be.
Yeah. You guys ever heard that Kid Rock song when he's sitting around singing and he says he's just sitting around trying to get one of these songs to hit? I don't know if I can't remember the whole lyrics to it, but anyway, that's what we do. We just throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. That's how it works.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the way that me and BP here do this podcast. We're no professionals. We've been at this for 2-3 months maybe, and it's grown enormously in the short amount of time. And I attribute that to the fact that me and BP are spontaneous. It's spontaneous. We get on here not knowing what we're going to do, not knowing what we're going to talk about. And that's the way you all have kind of have done your YouTube channel. Yeah, you've structured it. You're the. I'm trying to think of the best way, but you guys are the platform for like what everybody wants to do and being spontaneous. I mean, it really is. We come from a generation of what is it? Not real live TV. What do they call that crap?
Reality.
Reality.
Reality shows. Yeah. I mean, this is as much reality as BellLife.com and What's Up World as could be scripted if it was.
That's right.
I've been watching YouTube videos for as far back as I can remember, and none of the other channels are really relatable. Right. You can't really relate to all these other YouTube channels, but Justin, Trey, Amy, they're like normal people that happen to have a very popular YouTube channel. Right. I think that is one of the most attractive things about their channel is that these guys just live over here in Kentucky, but they just happen to have a very popular YouTube channel. They're normal people.
Right.
That's awesome. And I've talked to these guys. I'm not trying to talk like they're not here, but I've talked to Justin and Trey and Amy on the phone a couple times before. Yep. And they're as nice as people as you ever want to talk to. Right on. And that I believe that comes through in y'all's YouTube channel. Oh yes, definitely.
Well, we appreciate that. When people meet us in public or whatever, they come up and people be shaking and they're all nervous, and I look at them and say, look, I'm just a stupid hillbilly that acts behind a camera and it took off. I said, I'm no more special than you. I put my britches on like one leg at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I made this back in 2000, I think it was 12 or 13. I got on Facebook one night. I'm an avid music lover. cover, and I play guitar and drums and bass. And this Brantley Gilbert came out with a song called Bottoms Up. And it's like the big hit song, you know, here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, you got to listen to this song, man. So I listened to it, and I'm like, I hear Def Leppard. So that's what I heard when I heard the song.
Right.
So I pulled my guitar out, and I sung around, and I figured the song out in like 10 seconds. And then I made this song up called Pull Your Britches Up.
Pull Your Britches Up.
It went crazy viral on Facebook.
Huh.
It's had like over 11 million views.
Dang,
on
really?
Facebook. And then a couple years went by, and people were like, well, you need to put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I'm not very, hip on the times and how to do this. So I got my, I think he was 12 or 13 at the time, my nephew, to show me how to put it on YouTube. And he showed me how to do that, and I put some other little music videos on there.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever get a chance, if you check it out, it's under my name, Jason Langhart, and check that out. It's called Pull Your Britches Up, and I'm literally making fun of people from right here in our local community in Jackson County. But if you knew these people that I was talking about, man, you would piss your pants because it's dead on. It's dead on. And I wrote one called, it's another Brantley Gilbert song, but I called it Inbreeders or Worldwide. That's
Trying to look it up.
my favorite songs that I've ever written. But I've done that my whole life, man. And people's like, you need to take that niche and do YouTube videos, and I haven't done a YouTube video in 10 years. So.
Well, I tried my hand at YouTube there for a while, and it's a lot of work. And I ain't nowhere near the level that you guys are.
Right.
And I was like, this is, but we want to be a full-time job. Yeah. I mean, it really is a full-time job.
It is. People don't realize, I tell Justin all the time, as much as he worries about it, he needs to quit and just go back to work. It drives him absolutely, it drives him batshit crazy. I mean, it really does. I can't. It doesn't. I don't.
I can tell Justin from talking to him on the phone that he's serious. I mean, both of you are serious about it. But Justin, he's very OCD about the YouTube channel, which is good. You know, that's what makes it. That's what makes it good for everybody.
I'm very serious, and Amy is too. But it's to the point where we have to talk him. We have to pull. You have to tell him to not step away from the edge. Like he's going to jump off a cliff. You know what I mean? It's like relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bottom line of all of it is we started this having fun, and I don't want to turn it into where it's just absolutely miserable all the time. And that's sometimes he's notorious for doing that to both of us. And Amy will tell you. You have to really talk him down a lot of times because it does. He puts a video up and it'll go 1 out of 10, which means it's the best one we've put up out of the last 10 we put up. And we'll put another one up and it's 8 out of 10 and he's ready to jump off a cliff because it did. I said, Justin, you're not going to knock out of the parks just like you writing that song, Pull Your Britches Up. If you could do that every time, you'd be singing for a living. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well,
there's definitely a lot of work that goes into it. Luckily, the podcasting thing, we just got to sit here. We're not breaking light bulbs over each other's mouths.
Right.
Is the podcast?
Joe Rogan's a freaking genius.
Yeah.
I would like to be on that level, just come in here and sit and drink water and chew my tobacco and just have a good time every time.
What out of all of the videos that y'all done, I want to ask this real quick, and I think y'all have actually answered this in a Q&A video, but I can't remember what your answer was. What, to your recollection, is the most painful video that you've ever done?
Police taser sucked bad. Police taser.
Yeah, I do remember that now.
That police taser. I mean, now if you're talking about stuff, I mean, self-inflicted. I mean, all of them when you hit each other with the bats and the sticks and all that stuff. I mean, they hurt. I did Doug hit me with that kendo stick, and it come across my chest and cut my arm, both my arm. 2 slots in my arm. I scarred from that. But we were drinking. Yeah, he'd been drinking. One of them things. You know what I mean? And it was, so he hit me. Right, he hit. Yeah. Hey, y'all, watch this. Hold my beer. It's one of them things, you know what I mean? And I just told him to hit me harder. I hit him harder. And like I said, that kind of stuff you can't. But something that is just, as Justin says, he's recognizing the pain, and he does say that because he's a retard. But anyway, he says, I'm recognizing the pain.
No. I'm trying to remember the pain.
Remember the pain, whatever. It's like stupid. That kind of stuff, to me, it all hurts about the same, give or take. But the taser thing was something I'd never. It was unbelievable. I can't. I've been hit with the stun guns and the cattle prods, and nothing come close to that police taser. That thing that's a situation there, son. I tell you what, if a cop pulls that out and you don't do what you're told and he hits you with it, you guys got enough sense to know you won't do it again. These idiots that get hit with that 2 or 3 times, there's something bad wrong with them people. They're just morons. You know what I mean? If you ask me.
Now, are you talking about the taser that deploys the 2 little bars and sticks in you?
Yeah, absolutely. It goes in and it goes all the way through your body. Round and round and round.
Yeah, I've been hit with one of those. I have too, and I would rather be tased. This is just my opinion. I would rather be tased 10 times in a row than sprayed. The 06CO spray that they do. I work in a jail, Danny works in a prison, I work in a jail, and I had to go through all that training too. But that's just me personally. I've never felt pain. They give me, I don't know what that stuff was they sprayed on me, but I thought I was in the pit of hell. And I was literally dying, and every day for 3 days at the exact time that I got sprayed, it would reactivate. Oh yeah, it does. I couldn't breathe. I was puking, snot. I mean, it was horrible. And the taste to me, it didn't. I mean, it hurt. Don't get me wrong, it freaking hurt. I couldn't move my whole body. You take 270 pounds, 6'5". Just like a tree falling, boom!
Oh, yeah.
And I hit the ground. But I had people, that caught me whenever I got hit. They held my arms and kept me from, getting hurt that way. I'm going to have to watch that video. I'm ashamed to say that I haven't watched the video where you guys tase each other.
Well, that was way back. I hit him with pepper gel and pepper spray at the same time within like a 2 feet area, right in his face. Emptied it out while he played that little. What's the little game they got, the Cracker Barrel, where you hop the golf tees, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was playing that, and I emptied 2 full bottles on him. And I told him, I said, I'm passing on that crap. You're not hitting me with that. So I did that to him, and he finished the game. But I held the hose in his face for 40 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, that's been.
Yeah, you have to.
That's been. I mean, the taser was scary. The anticipation was scarier than crap for it. And then it hits you, and it's terrible for 5 seconds, but the pain's immediately gone when that's over with.
Yeah.
For me, and to this day, I'm still scared of the electric stuff. I don't like the tasers. I mean, I'll do it. I just don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't like it. But when he did, it was a full can of pepper spray and a full can of pepper gel directly in my face, and I was blind for an hour. That I went into, and that's been the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. It felt like somebody was stabbing me with a knife in my eyeball.
I'd say the scariest thing that ever happened to me is when we did them gummies.
Oh yeah,
I did those gummies, and they sent me into a panic.
What's that? Like the ghost pepper or whatever it was that you guys ate?
No, the gummies, the stupid gummies, what are the
THC gummies?
The THC gummies. We have 4 of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we did. Were they 30 milligrams a piece or 120?
That you was worried.
So I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I told him.
I'm sitting there like, this guy is probably going to have to go to the hospital.
Well, I did go to the hospital. I scared to live in dog crap. I took a stress test high as a kite. I'm running on a treadmill with wires hooked to me, and I was high from the night before. I'm not kidding you. It was a mess.
Yeah, you could really tell that you was worried and very concerned. That's the reason I tried marijuana a few times growing up, and that's the reason I didn't do it, because I freaked out on it, man, when I was like 15, and I freaked out on the stuff, and I was like, that's not for me.
Did it make you paranoid? Make you real paranoid?
To float the battleship.
Yeah. Did it make you real paranoid?
Yes,
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's what it did to me too.
Like I was flipping out, man. They were listening to Ozzy Osbourne. I'll never forget it.
Oh,
I got a memory like an elephant.
Yeah.
They were listening to Ozzy Osbourne, and I thought I was going to hell. Yeah. I was 15, man. I was freaking out. And I'm like, no. August 5th, 1996. I can take you right to the spot the last time I done it. And I flipped out on the stuff, and I'm like, no.
THC gummy wouldn't. No, that was anxiety attack.
I'll never fool with it again. You can take that stuff and stick it up your rear end. I ain't fooling with that no more. No thanks.
You don't want to stick it up your rear end.
It'll do the same thing to you if you do that. You're right. I'll be honest with you though. I've been pretty drunk. I've been pretty drunk and pretty messed up before. Nothing has ever even come close to that beat. Seeing the stuff I was seeing. I don't have no desire to ever go back to that pit. No thanks.
Yeah, that was a serious incident right there. I could tell. I was like, this is out of control right here.
It was a situation.
They synthesized this stuff down to where I got a buddy he's a real big advocate for marijuana and THC and all that stuff, and he was telling me that you only get like 8% when you smoke a joint. You only get like 8% of the THC.
Right.
But he said those gummies are like 96%.
Yeah.
And then they can do the milligrams on how high to make you with that. Yeah. And I can't even imagine.
No, it's not it.
Like I'd put holes in the walls, freaking out.
Yeah. I had some scary sights that night. I don't want to see it again. You know what I mean? Forget that.
Danny, we made a.
I'm not laughing at you, dude.
I say laugh at me. Hell, I was stupid. You'll be dumb. You gotta be tough. That's what I always say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 42 years old now, and like I said, I can remember exactly where I was at and how I was freaking out, and just to even think about it, it's scary.
Oh yeah.
Every one of these videos, all these videos that we're talking about of them getting hit with this god-awful stuff, and all this is available on TheBellLife.com, right?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That's it. Yeah, that's what, Danny, that's what I was going to tell you. Another thing that went kind of scary for a second, we built a homemade potato shot. Well, it was basically a potato gun, but I was trying to make an airsoft shotgun, the world's biggest airsoft shotgun, and it was how long was that thing? 20 feet? It was a 20-foot long,
made out of black iron pipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, painted it red, white, and blue. It was in the backyard, and I was basically making a big potato gun. So my idea was I took a tennis ball and jammed it down the barrel, and then dumped 5,000 airsoft BBs down the barrel, and then the tennis ball was supposed to be like the wad of a shotgun, so it was going to blow all the BBs out. Well, I stood in front of it. Of course, there's no testing or nothing. Just stand right in front of it, and Trey spray. If you know how to work a potato gun, you take hairspray or whatever you're going to use that's going to ignite, and then we got a whatever that thing, like a grill lighter,
little flint lighter thing,
on the end of it. And Trey did the first time, and it made this like puff noise. We were finding out it was flattening the tennis ball and blowing air past the tennis ball, and it wasn't working. We're like, well, crap. So we tried it, 2 times, 3 times?
Yeah.
2 or 3 times, and all right, we'll try it one more time. And I stood in front of it, and we had a big piece of wood with a bullseye on it, and I stood right in front of the wood, and it was my left hamstring. I had it aimed right at my hamstring, and he sprayed it, and he went to thread the cap on and missed the thread a little bit, and he's like, well, crap. So he took it back off and resprayed it again, and then he got it, and man, he shot it, and that thing went off like a cannon. I thought it blew my leg off. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! It embedded airsoft BBs into my leg. I still have a scar to this day from that. I thought I almost died.
Yeah, it's not like that these guys are testing this stuff out like dummies or anything. They're the test dummies.
We're the test dummies. That's right. We're the test dummies. That's why I need to get shirts made that says we're the test dummies.
And I still have hey Danny, that's what I was going to tell you. We already know that we're filming on the vlog channel right now. I'm showing them pictures of my leg after what happened with that gun.
Oh yeah. So cool. Yeah, I want to mention that right quick. As we're recording this podcast, Justin and Trey and Amy are filming at their house right now for their vlog channel. So that'll be available, and you can mention if you want to when that'll be available sometime in the podcast. But yeah, they're actually recording at home right now.
Actually, it'll be available. We upload on on Tuesday nights at 7:30 on the BellLife Vlogs channel on YouTube, and it'll be up a little bit late tonight, obviously, but it'll be up tonight on the vlog channel. And when we started the video, Danny, I'm gonna put all your guys' links down in the description so they can see where to find this podcast at.
Okay, I appreciate that, yeah, and we'll be sure to put all your links in the description of this podcast too. Sure will.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, I do want to mention your other channels you got going on. Of course, we've talked about the pain videos and the Ask the Bell or TheBellLife.com. You've got some more channels too that are totally different than TheBellLife.com. We want to touch on those too.
Yeah, they are. Our main one that we're trying to build right now is called the BellLife Bangs. It's actually a gun channel. We got deleted off YouTube for Jack F stuff, so we thought, well, we'll go ahead and start a gun channel and see how that works out, right? But so we started.
The BellLife Bangs.
Yep. BANGS. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's.
BellLife Bangs.
Yeah.
YouTube.
And we started that.
It's a good channel. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge gun guy. I'm a Second Amendment advocate.
Amen.
And I love that channel.
Yeah, we started that about 9 or 10 months ago, and believe it or not, we documented the whole process of having to start that channel on this channel that, well, the people are watching us right now, the BellLife vlogs with we had to buy property and cleaning the property up, and that's what that channel is about. It's just our everyday life stuff, behind the scenes kind of thing.
The vlog channel.
Yeah, the vlog. And then our other channel is called Ask the BellLife. It's basically in short term, it's a hillbilly Dr. Phil. People email us questions, and we literally answer the questions exactly what's happening. That's it.
Yeah, I just watched one. I think your newest Ask the BellLife video just a little while ago.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Dr. Phil.
That's it.
We'll talk about. That's awesome.
That's the truth too. That's what it is.
But
Yeah,
that's
it is. I mean, they get some wild questions on there. I can't imagine.
yeah. When we like I said, when our main channel got deleted off of YouTube, the BellLife, and we started the website, TheBellLife.com. We were really being throttled down big time on YouTube for what we could and couldn't do with the Jackass stuff. And once our channel got deleted, we're getting all these comments, people saying we need to go to Rumble or go to these other different platforms, and all these different platforms, Instagram and TikTok, and are all, it's their rules, and you have to abide by those rules, and if you don't, you get kicked off. And
So basically, YouTube wouldn't have us, and neither will they, because it's all the same outfit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
so that's why we started TheBellLife.com, because we can do whatever we want.
Right.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah, I understand that completely. And we want to get a little bit into that. The problems that YouTube gave you and stuff like that, if you want to. But then what you all done, making your own platform, giving yourself absolute freedom to do whatever you wanted to do, I think was one of the smartest things you ever done with your business.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And we do understand that. Obviously, we have IT people, we have a website designer, you have to rent your own server and stuff. So it actually that's why our website costs it's a $5.99 a month for a membership in order to pay for that. But what I'm getting at is the people that can't afford that, which we completely understand with the economy right now, with our I'm not going to get into that, but
the idiot in the White House.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Exactly right.
So that's why we started the BellLife Bangs channel, was in order to give the people that can't afford the website something to watch for free on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's still entertaining.
Yeah. And y'all didn't have to do that, but it's a kind of a supply and demand type of thing. Y'all didn't have to go and make another YouTube channel, but people need to realize that you all have lives besides YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And I am of the opinion that these channels and the website take up probably 90% of your all's time. So the fact that y'all listen to your fans, made another channel, and go to all that extra time, taking that time away from your private lives in order to make another channel just to satisfy your fans. That really says something. It speaks volumes to what kind of men you all are. And I mean, if we had leaders in this country that were half the men that would do that, well, yeah, you listen to the people, listen to your the people. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's different. We're trying to be different with the gun channel. When we touched on it earlier before about trying to find our niche, like the Walmart video, it was trying multiple different things. It was trying things that were popular on YouTube. We were trying trending things. We were trying this and trying that. And then we finally found out that, us just being us doing jackass stuff was what worked. So on the main, on our main channel. So with the gun channel, the BellLife Bangs, we're not going to incorporate as much as we do on TheBellLife.com into that, but I would like to incorporate some of the jackass stuff into the gun videos to where it's still funny. Every once in a while, we'll mix the videos up. Some of the videos will be informational about guns. Some of the videos will be funny. And then, just have a nice mixture like what we have on our website. So it's something for, even if you're not into guns, you'll still laugh.
I remember one video in particular where Justin is in his underwear and he's holding this 50 BMG. And he puts this, I don't know, for everybody that don't know what 50 BMG is, it's a really big gun. and it has a lot of recoil. I'm talking a lot. Probably one of the highest impact recoil firearms there is. And Justin gets this bright idea to hold it to his crotch and shoot on it. Oh, God. Oh, God. And he don't shoot it just once. No.
Hey,
I can't even imagine.
Hey, Danny, we got different rifle calibers now. Back then we didn't have quite as many, we have more rifles now. So I actually want to do another video, something like that. Just stay tuned for it on the BellLife Bangs channel, where we're going to test different recoils, but we're going to test the recoil with our nuts instead of our shoulders.
That's going to be hey, does that gun kick hard?
We're gonna be the ones to tell you it kicks hard.
With the level of your voice.
You guys are awesome, man. Yeah. I feel like I've known y'all my whole life. Well, I mean, you watch us when you put out as many videos as these guys do between the channels that they have in the website. You do kind of get a sense of being a BellLife family member.
Oh yeah,
what they consider their people to be when they subscribe to the BellLife.com. You know these guys.
Yeah.
You feel like you're part of the family, and that's what they really come across with people.
That's what we want to come across. Is there's a lot of YouTubers, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, but a lot of social media, whatever you want to call us, influencers that in real life are not the same as they are on camera at all. And there's a lot of people that are stuck up and they get a big head. They got this many followers and all that kind of stuff. And we've all said since day one that if you got a phone in your pocket, you can do YouTube just like us. And it's we're not any more special than anybody else. And I want that to be directly across. When people see us in public, like Trey said, come up and say hi. And it sounds really weird. It's coming out of my mouth. If when I say, "Hey, do you want to take a picture?" I feel like I sound like a complete douchebag.
Well, and they go, "Oh my gosh, do you care? Do you care if we do?" And I know that's we usually have the band. We have our bands on. I say, "Hey, you want a band? Like a wristband?" And they say, "Ah, you sure?" Yeah. And it's like And there again, I remind them again that we are just dumb hillbillies that got lucky. You know what I mean? It just kind of hit and it worked out and it's good. You know what I mean?
And if they want to stand there and talk for an hour about videos, we'll stand there and talk.
We'll stand there and talk with them.
Yeah, it's not. That's why the BellLife is different than any other social media person, and that's what I want us to continue to do.
We were at the Arnold Sports Expo, and like Justin said, I'm not going to mention any names, but some of these people were charging to take a picture with them. Yeah. Like charging people extra to take a picture with Stan. You know what? If I walked up and somebody told me I'm charging you extra to take a picture with me, I'd just give them the big, the salute and walk away. That's a joke. I'm not paying extra to have a picture with you. Come on, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, if it wasn't for our fans, we wouldn't be.
That's right.
You know what
people watching and paying for the website and watching on YouTube. That's why we're at where we're at. You know what I mean? And without them, we couldn't be there.
Correct. Yep.
Well, you're humble. You got to stay humble, and you guys are. I mean, you see it in all your videos, the gratitude that you have and stuff for your fans and followers and subscribers. And that's the way me and Beefy hopefully come across with this podcast. Now, the only reason that we're able to do this and to keep doing it is because of the listeners. Yeah, you know, and we know that, and I know that you guys know that too. When I decided to do this, Beefy here is my partner in this podcast. I knew that he was the only person that I would have do it with me. Right. I've grown up with him. I knew that he would bring a lot to the table here, and we went all out on it. We bought a bunch of expensive equipment, and you know it's worked out well for us. And
Danny,
it comes through in your all's channels too.
I think a lot of that.
Are you trying to reach over here and give me some sugar?
Give him a kiss. Give him a big kiss. I want to see it. I'll give him a kiss. I'll tell you what a lot of it has to do with, Danny and Beefy, is the fact that how you're raised. And I think that, you know, and I'm not dogging any other people out there or any states, but I know in Kentucky, you know, I think that it goes a long ways to say that, you know, Kentucky people, I say that, you know, Indiana people, I mean, you know, there's a lot of good people. I'm not saying that, you know, everybody takes everything the wrong way, but we're raised, you know, a lot of us are raised differently, you know what I mean? I'll leave it at that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It has a lot to do with it. You're absolutely right. I mean, there's people right here in our community that think they're better than everybody, and they wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire.
Exactly.
You wasn't raised like that.
That's right. Exactly right.
You know, the reason why I have always been a fan of your all's channel since day one is because I can relate with both of you. Yeah. You know, the way that Trey is about, you know, the OCD about the channel and how he likes things just so, I'm that way about this podcast.
Right.
Now, and I know both you guys, all three of you, have the same political views as I do.
Absolutely.
And Trey, especially, is not afraid to voice his opinions, and I love that. Yeah, I love that because everything Trey says about that subject, I'm sitting there shaking my head. Let him know. Let him know. You know. Yeah. And unfortunately, it's the times we live in.
I know.
It's the pussification of America. Yeah. I'm going to get you canceled.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. Is what it is. You know what I mean? That's for sure. You know.
Danny, you know what I was going to say when you said relatable? The way it puts it into perspective for me, if you're watching a YouTube video or even TikToks or Instagram, anything these days, if it's highly edited, like if you feel like you're in a movie theater. You know, watching a multi-billion-dollar company make a movie, and then I watch that on YouTube. I watch these people that are like really good with editing. It's cool, you know, that they're good with that. But to me, when I'm watching that, if I'm watching a review on something, I feel like it's not a real review because there's all this crazy editing that's going on. You know what I'm trying to say there? I don't know how to explain. Like there's
this all stems back. This whole thing with us stems back to, and I'm sure you guys know, America's Funniest Videos. Yeah, you know what I mean. The video cameras play in, people don't realize what's going to happen, and it happens, and that's what makes it funny. You know what I mean?
Spontaneous.
Yeah,
right.
You're absolutely right. That's what makes it so great because every video that y'all have ever put out there's no second take. It's the one take, and that's what you go with, and whatever happens, happens.
Right.
Danny, we'll get comments all the time like you need to.
Your all's editing sucks.
Yeah,
you need to read up on editing, do this, do that. It's like you guys haven't watched long enough to realize that we're doing that because that's how we do it.
Well, that, and they say we need to research stuff, and we need to figure out how to, you know, do this.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get this type of camera. We need to do this, and you know, we for instance, in the last gun video on the BellLife Bangs channel, we just got it's a double barrel 1911, and then we have a special edition Trump gun, and in that video, you know, when you watch all these fancy edited videos, I call it fancy edited videos, you know, they'll be talking about the product or whatever they're showing, and then they'll show fancy B-roll footage with music in the background, and it looks really nice. And in that particular video, we actually filmed the video, and Amy edited it and everything, and And I completely forgot to film the B-roll footage that we talked about in the video the whole time. And I'm like, well, it's good enough. Put it up.
That's
so
right.
We put it up. But
That's what's part of what makes your all's channel so great.
Yeah.
That it's not edited, it's not doctored. It's real. Yeah.
Right. That's what we shoot for anyway.
huh?
Yeah, and you touched on something there, Justin, and I want to say this real quick. Somebody that I feel like needs, from my perspective anyway, is somebody that needs some acknowledgement from a fan point of view is Amy.
No, yeah.
Because Amy, I don't know. I feel like I know because I watch the channel religiously and stuff like that. Amy has a huge part in this channel that probably nobody ever sees. Yeah, the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she does all literally all we are is in the videos. She'll actually help come up with everybody. It's a try thing going on here or whatever. Everybody comes up with videos, but when we're in front of the camera, that's all that me and Trey is. She does all the editing and then all the obviously we have merch and stuff on the website. She ships all the merchandise and does all that. Literally, me and Trey just get hit with sticks and then she does everything else.
Yeah,
I get the easy job.
One time when I was having a little bit of trouble first setting up my subscription to TheBellLife.com, and
Hey, Danny, real quick. Hey,
a phone call from her.
Right, tell him. Hey, that's what. Real quick, I want to stop you and say thank you for being a member of TheBellLife.com.
Yeah, we appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
That ain't no trouble. You don't have to thank me. But I was sitting there and I was like, I messaged her on Facebook. Amy may remember this. I messaged her on Facebook and I'm like, hey, blah, 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 this is doing something weird. All of a sudden, I think it might have been actually a Facebook call or something. Or no, I think she said, send me your number. And next thing I know, I'm getting a call from Amy Bell. I'm like, what in the heck? This is something that a normal person would do. And then, as you watch the videos, you find out, hey, these are just normal people.
Yeah, really.
So to get a call just right out of the blue from your favorite YouTube channel, it's kind of crazy.
That's good stuff, right?
In a matter of 5 minutes, you fix the issue, and there it was.
The website. A lot of people don't understand that it is a lot. From when we first launched it to now, we still get hit with little curveballs here and there, but it's knock on wood, it's been running. Somewhat smooth for a while now, so that's it's actually a good thing. But when we first started, it was so rocky. I felt like we were living in the Rockies. It was rough.
Yeah, I can imagine so. And I remember the video that you all uploaded. I guess it was the day of, or maybe the day after the original the BellLife channel got taken down, and you could tell that was a big hit for you guys.
A lot of people don't understand.
I'm sure for everybody it was disappointing.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, man. When you talk to people that don't do social media, they're like, well, what's the big deal to start another channel? And to get an audience of 400 and I think it was 76 or 77,000 subscribers, and then put what was it? How many years was that? 2021?
Like four or 5 years.
5 years, and we switched to 3 videos a week, 3 uploads a week, which we still do that schedule to this day on TheBellLife.com. But Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to stay on that schedule and never miss a video for that long, and you put that much work into something, and then all of a sudden it's gone overnight. You go from 500,000 subscribers to the channel doesn't exist anymore, and then to get all the comments that we deleted the channel and we did this on purpose and we did that, and the people have no idea except the people that know us. Man, it's social media is tough.
Oh, I can't even imagine how tough it would be. I want to say this. Yesterday, Justin called me, and I'm talking to the listeners of this podcast and to the people listening to your old blog. Okay. Justin called me yesterday, and we had about an hour conversation. Now, keep in mind, folks that's listening, I'm nobody.
Neither are we.
I'm a fan just like everybody else of the BellLife. Now, on a whim, I've sent the BellLife a couple things in the mail before for Bell Mail and stuff like that, and had some all-over conversations with them, just like everybody has through Messenger and stuff like that. But I messaged Justin a few days ago and asked him, "Hey, would you like to be on a podcast?" And he messaged me back and said, "Yeah." But then Justin called me, it was yesterday, I believe, and had about an hour and a half long conversation of just shooting the breeze, you know, and I'm like, yeah, is this really happening? You know, and the point of what I'm trying to say here is that from a fan to a fan, these guys are as real and legit as you can get. They're down home country hillbilly redneck boys that just, like I said earlier, happen to have a popular YouTube channel. The hate that you get is completely unwarranted, unnecessary, and it's from people. I gotta say this, and Trey, I know that you'll agree with me being open in what I'm about to say. They just flat out are ignorant to the fact of what goes into a YouTube channel and how much time and effort it takes into making what you all have done.
Amen, brother. Couldn't have said it any better myself.
I mean, it's the truth, you know. I myself, like I said, I had a little YouTube channel, and I think I got up to like 111 subscribers, and you know, I couldn't do it, and I consider myself a pretty driven kind of person.
Right.
You know, when I say something, I try to I follow through with it, and I couldn't do that. That's just too much work. There's too much that goes into it. You literally have to look at it like a 9-to-5 job, and you know, the fact that y'all have done that and made it successful is amazing. So that's kudos to you guys for doing that. But what I'm trying to say is that you'll not find a more real, more genuine YouTube channel than the BellLife.
We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
And that's exactly what that's what we strive for. That's what, hopefully, we're in the top 100 of YouTube channels on the whole platform. That is, or like our website, TheBellLife.com. But we want to project that across to everybody that's watching, and people that are watching, our subscribers that are watching right now on the BellLife vlogs, until they meet us, that they put in their own mind of who they actually think we are on behind camera, which is 99% real, behind camera. Trey's a dick, and I'm OCD, and Amy is a female version of Trey. That's exactly what it is.
Are you wait a second? Did you just call me a dick?
Yeah, Amy is like, for instance, if I buy a pair of headphones at Best Buy and I get them and I don't like them, I'll have a hard time returning them. I'll have to give them to Amy for her to return them because I don't like confrontation. It's just the way it's just weird. I'm very, and she'll take them right in there if they're broken in half and say, "Give me my money back."
Give my money back right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I am. My wife handles. I mean, I'm very confrontational. I kind of think me and Trey's cut from the same cloth. The in-your-face type of person. If you don't like me, screw you.
That's right.
Whatever. I'm gonna say what I want to say, no matter what. Yeah, my wife, she's like that too.
Yeah, she's a firecracker for sure. If you get her going the wrong way. But that's what people have met us, over the past years. I mean, since we started doing this, and even going to the Honor Classic. We're not even in that. We're not even in the fitness industry on social media, and it's just it's really humbling for people to walk up and want to take a picture with you. That's what I was trying to explain before. Is that I feel like a clown asking the person. I know they're too scared to ask it 90% of the time. They want to take a picture with us. Yeah. But I feel awkward saying, "Hey, do you want to take a picture?" Because I'm like, I'm nobody. You know what I mean? Why would they want to take a picture with me? But I have to realize that when I started watching YouTube, before we had a channel that, like Hickok 45 or whatever on YouTube, I would watch his stuff, and then I actually met him in person, and it's surreal meeting somebody in person from watching them on the screen. It's to this day and age, there is no movie stars anymore. Your social media influencers are the new movie stars of this year.
That is right. Yeah.
Well, I told my dad. My dad would say to us all the time. We'd be out and people would come up, and it's really odd. Like the new girl I started dating, Melissa. she's seen it firsthand now, and people that don't know, when somebody comes up and says, "Oh my gosh, you're oh yeah, I'm Trey," whatever. Well, Dad's been with us a lot, obviously, when we're out doing stuff. And one time he said to us, he said, "I don't get it." He said, "What do they wanting to meet you guys for?" And I said, "Dad, who's one of your favorite YouTubers? Who do you watch?" And he said, "Well, I watch Ed Hickok 45. I said, "Well, would you like to meet him?" And he goes, "Oh, I see what you mean." Yeah, exactly. They've never met us, just like you've never met him. So when they meet, you know what I mean? When you're around somebody every day, it's not the same as just meeting somebody for the first time, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. It's really something to meet somebody. I mean, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I've met a bunch of wrestlers, and some of them's been nice, and some of them's been dicks.
That's right.
Been dicks,
Yep.
And I had one actually, talking about one trade mission a minute ago, tried to charge me $20 for an autograph. And I'll give him a picture of an autograph, and I'm like, dude, the heck are you?
Yeah. That changed your whole outlook on him Changed your whole outlook on him too. Now you don't like the guy. You know what I mean? You used to love him. Now you don't like him. Yeah. It happens.
I met Dusty Rose in Tennessee. I was saying it earlier before we got on the road on the phone today. Dusty Rose was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and he had satire with him, baby, and he do the bionic elbow and kill 78 wrestlers and one daddy.
I met Dusty Rhodes in Tennessee. I got to down some Dusty Rhodes one time. Down some Dusty Rhodes or someone. Yeah, I met Dusty Rhodes down some Dusty Rhodes. Now, I want to say this, just so everybody listening has some type of idea of what your all's recording schedule is like, and just how much time you devote to these channels and the website. Can you go through your week or your recording schedule and just let everybody know what it's like?
Yeah. We actually used to, believe it or not,
There's a camera in your face every effing day of the week. Let's just put it that way.
So we used to film on Sundays because we, obviously we work full time, Monday through Friday, and then we give ourselves Saturday off to kind of relax and do what we want to do. So then we would film on Sundays.
And we'd film at night sometimes too.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. So we film on Sundays for the main channel stuff or our website, TheBellLife.com. The new Sunday is now Wednesday, so now we've been filming on Wednesdays.
And Sundays. We've been doing both.
What I'm trying to, you gotta let me explain. So what I'm trying to explain is on Wednesdays, we'll film 3 BellLife.com videos, and we'll film 3 Ask the Bell Life videos. Okay, that's only on Wednesday, so that's 6 videos.
That's about 7 hours.
Yeah, so then and the rest of the week kind of depends on, for the gun channel, the Bell Life Bangs, we'll pick a day when it's nice out because we're fighting with wind and weather and all that kind of stuff. We'll go down and film at the property. We'll try to film 3 gun videos, and that can take anywhere from, 4 to, about 4 hours is what it takes at the property, and that's another random day of the week. And then we have the vlog channel that we're on now. We'll film, for instance, I actually filmed a video today. I was helping Dad rip bushes out of his garden and stuff with the skid steer, and basically in a nutshell, bare minimum, it's 1, 2, I would say probably 3 days a week. 3 days a week, conservatively, is what we film.
Yeah, but that's it. But then you got
multiple videos.
Right. That's what we say. If we did it the way that most people think that people do, is they film 1 video a day, we'd be filming 9 days a week. There's not enough days in a week to do it.
Yeah.
So we take usually an all-day deal.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, we usually just take an all-day, like a Sunday or Wednesdays, 6-7 hours of filming, and that's how we get away with not having to film every day of the week. But Justin with the vlog, he's always taking a camera. Or he'll say, "Hey, we got to film tonight." He didn't go into all that. Like he'll say, "Hey, we got to do this, we got to do that." He does film a lot with on the vlog more than I do. But then he'll throw me one day and say, "Hey, we got to do this, we got to do that." Like today, doing this, he said, "Hey, we got to do this podcast with Danny. What's a good day to do it?" And yesterday I had stuff going on. I said, "Let's just do it Tuesday." So stuff gets thrown in periodically that he's not mentioning there.
We upload 9 videos a week to 4 different platforms or 4 different channels, you could say.
Right.
type of content, videos that y'all put out, you kind of have to film more than one video a day, or else you won't have time to recuperate and heal.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm still.
I mean, like really, I mean, you gotta have some healing time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm actually still bruised from last Wednesday, but it's kind of nice now that we're doing it on, that we can get a bulk of our stuff done through the week, so we can actually have a Saturday and a Sunday off, like, you know, normal people that work Monday through Friday, so we can, you know, hang out with them or whatever. But it's
Amy edits every day. About every day, usually.
Yeah, we've actually been doing well with getting ahead on the website. We're at, how many are we? 3 weeks ahead?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we're 3 weeks ahead on TheBellLife.com. So we have 3 weeks of videos pre-recorded, which is, you kind of have to have that
through the summer so we can go on vacations.
Well, yeah, go on vacations, and if somebody gets sick, you know, we have to. Like I said, there is no not uploading. We have to upload no matter what. So if I'm dead and Trey's dead, then Amy's got to hit herself in front of the camera.
Somebody's got to upload something.
That's the way me and Beefy do our podcast here. You know, I'll call him or he'll call me and say, "Hey, you want to record today?" We don't have a set day that we record for the podcast. He'll call me or I'll call him and say, "Hey, you want to come over and record?" Okay, fine, be there in 10 minutes or whatever.
Right.
And then we may record 2 or 3 episodes, because I'm pretty sure it works the same way on YouTube as it does on the platform that we use, that you can schedule episodes ahead of time.
Yeah.
In case you go on vacation or in case you're sick or something like that, you know, so it's good to have that little
buffer,
you know,
buffer, yeah.
things.
Right.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we have the YouTube app on our phone, so it's nice for uploads like that, because Amy has she'll upload all the videos to YouTube, but they're on private, so they're edited and ready to go. And the only thing that I go in is I'll do the thumbnail, and our thumbnail is as fancy as us just taking a picture after the video. That's how fancy, you know, we don't get real fancy with our thumbnails, but a thumbnail, a description, and a title, and then so we can make them live from wherever we're at. Now the difficult part now is TheBellLife.com. We just have to have a laptop with us if wherever we're going, and just use the mobile hotspot off our phone, and then we can make videos live off of that. But because there's not a backdoor app like there is for YouTube.
Right. So there's definitely a whole lot goes into YouTube, more so than even a podcast. There's tons more that goes into it, you know, especially with your all's channel, the physicality of it and everything. I mean, it's amazing what you all put yourselves through. And I think I speak for most of the fans and subscribers that watch you all. We appreciate the sacrifice of your body, because, I mean, daggone, some of this stuff is so rough and hard to watch, but it's like a train wreck, you know.
You gotta watch it.
I gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
Hey, we test stuff so you don't have to.
Yeah, we're the idiots. We're the test dummies.
If you don't, we have found over the years a lot of things you can use besides a gun or pepper spray or taser. If somebody comes in your house, you can bust them right upside the head with a piece of 3/4 inch PVC, and they'll go down like a dead chicken.
They would go down fast.
Yeah. Well, guys, I tell you what, I got one last question.
Okay.
For Trey.
All right, go
Who
ahead.
are you voting for, Trey? Yeah, Trey. Who you voting for, Trey? Who you voting for?
Trump.
You know, Joe Biden, he officially came out and said he was running.
Yeah, he's run. He needs to run right to the nursing homes. What he needs to run. He needs to run right there.
I love it. I get to have an honest answer like this. He wouldn't be able to run.
No, he wouldn't be able to run. They need to wheel him right in there. Is what they need to do.
Have all the security line it up.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. He's actually my text. That's actually my text message when somebody texts me. He goes, "Come on, man." It's actually friggin' Joe Biden. Send me a text. Listen, send me a text, Amy. We'll let Amy send me a text and listen to what it does. Hold on, give it a second here. Give me a test text. Here it comes. Oh, I gotta turn it down on volume on, dummy.
Aw, you screwed it up.
that means the world to both of us that y'all agreed to do this. I've fanned out this whole time here, this is just awesome, and we really appreciate y'all taking the time out and doing this for us.
Danny, that's what I wanted to. Obviously, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it
for having you on there. But you're actually still on the camera. All those links you sent to me in text. Like I said, I told our subscribers that I'm going to put it in the description below. Is there anything else that you would like to say? Like, is this podcast live or is it being recorded? Like, we don't know any of this stuff.
We pre-record the podcast. It's always pre-recorded. We don't edit anything. The most that I do, that's kind of funny because I've kind of learned from you guys, really and truly, because you can edit these podcasts and add little sound bites and stuff like that. And I have got a few. I very rarely use them, but I've kind of based this podcast on your all's by design, I guess you would say.
Yeah, right.
I don't edit anything. The most we do is add music to the intro and the outro. Yeah,
that's
and
exactly.
commercial. Every day, and a commercial. We have a couple sponsors that sponsor the podcast, but the name of the podcast is called What's Up World. It's available on almost every podcast platform there is. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeartRadio. Pretty much, if you've got a podcast app on your phone, we're on there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when will this podcast be uploaded?
This one will be live on Thursday morning at 6 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, that's what, because like I told him, normally this vlog goes up at 7:30, but this is obviously going to go up really late because it takes a minute to put the videos up on YouTube. But what am I trying to say? So they'll be on lookout. Well, if they want to watch it, Thursday morning on at 6 o'clock. And I'll, like I said, all your stuff's in the description below.
Well, I appreciate you guys, and all your links to your YouTube channels and to the website will be in the description of the podcast.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
All right, Danny. If anybody's got any other questions, in the future, if you guys want to have us back on or whatever, there's obviously we could literally talk about this stuff for literally 24 hours about what we've been through. So
yeah, there is a lot more to this story, and if you all would be gracious enough to be back on, we'd love to have you anytime.
Okay.
Anytime you guys want.
We can do it. We can do her.
Sounds good, man. We appreciate your help.
All right, Danny. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate you. Beefy, thanks, man.
Hey, you guys have a good day.
All right, bud. Appreciate it.
You too.
Just remember this. This is an old saying that we say around here. No matter where you go, there you'll be.
That's it. Amen.
Thank you all the time. We appreciate it.
All right. Y'all have a good one, little family.
Talk to you later, bud.
See you.
Bye-bye.
That's it. So I'll just. We don't have the headphones on and all that kind of stuff. We're not cutting cameras back.
No pro here. No pro stuff.
And no pros, but thought you all might like to see that. Danny's a really cool guy. Obviously, he's been watching for a long time. You just heard the whole conversation, but if you guys are still watching, appreciate you all. Really do. I think that's about it.
Like, share, and subscribe.
That's about it. Yeah. Subscribe here and share this as much as possible. Subscribe to Ask the BellLife, the BellLife Vlogs, and then of course check us out on BellLife.com. Well, we've been saying the whole time we're still we're still cut up from that. But if you learned anything from the podcast, I know you don't know us in real life, but this really is us. So, and that's
unfortunately it is.
Yeah. So that's what makes us a little bit different than everybody else. But we appreciate y'all.
Have a great day.
See you.